This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for September 29, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, more than 1,000 murders recorded so far this year. More than 1,000 murders have been recorded in Jamaica so far this year. That's according to the latest crime statistics compiled by the Police High Command. According to the data, the country recorded 1,028 murders between January 1 and the Tuesday of this week. This is 136 less than the 1,164 homicides recorded over the corresponding period last year, representing an 11% reduction. The data showed 732 people have been injured in violent attacks since the start of the year. St. James continues to lead the country in homicides with 144 murders. St. Andrew South recorded 93 murders, Westmoreland 91, St. Catherine North with 86 and Clarendon 83. 13 of the 19 police divisions are seeing a reduction in homicides and shootings. The police are probing 293 cases of rape. Most of the rape cases have been recorded in the St. Anne Division with 28, followed by St. Catherine South with 25. St. Mary has recorded a 350% surge in rape cases this year, with 18 up from the 4 cases recorded over the similar period last year. The High Command is reporting an overall 13% reduction in major crimes recorded this year. It says the security forces have ramped up operational activities across the island over the last week, targeting gangs, wanted suspects, and illegal weapons. 3 men were fatally shot in police operations in Westmoreland and Old Harbour St. Catherine on Wednesday. Murder penalties must be commensurate with the severity of the crime, says Chuck. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says the country's desire for penalties to be commensurate with the severity of the acts perpetrated by criminals cannot be ignored. Mr. Chuck was speaking in his capacity as chair of the Joint Select Committee of Parliament considering amendments to the Criminal Justice Act, Offences Against the Person Act, and the Child Care and Protection Act. The committee is deliberating on proposed increases in the mandatory minimum sentence for murder. Mr. Chuck said a clear signal must be sent that people convicted of capital murder should be locked away for a long time.
My view is that once they are found and the evidence is compelling and they are convicted, that the state should impose the strongest penalty. Now, everyone knows that people are asking for the death penalty. It is still on the statute books. Personally, I hope we don't go there. But at the end of the day, the alternative to the death penalty must be severe and to send the right signal. I think members should consider for capital murder whether we shouldn't insist that the sentence is either death or life imprisonment without parole. Another possibility is life imprisonment with a very high minimum mandatory. What has been proposed in the bill is 50 years. Non-capital murder goes from, should I say, the really egregious to a lot of the domestic murders. That is not to say domestic murders are not egregious, but sometimes a lot of it results from the emotional charge, and oftentimes when it happens, you see some mitigating factors. These are matters which I feel that for non-capital, the less egregious cases, we need to be able to allow the judge some discretion. That would be my position. How low we go, we must consider. We have started out, I think, at 30 years. Persons have suggested 25. If we remove the minimum mandatory, it completely affects what is in the Child Care and Protection Act. It would affect generally. So the question is that if we keep it, to what extent we make a division between the different age group and what would be the appropriate minimum mandatory for different sections.
Cancer-stricken mom searches for missing daughter. On Thursday, when Andrea Thompson called the news, for a few minutes, all she could do was cry. In addition to battling cancer, the 51-year-old said she has not laid eyes on her 15-year-old daughter Daniela Winter, for the past 9 months. She is seeking the public's assistance in locating her. Me very sick and me supposed to do a surgery in less than 2 months, and me don't have any money to travel around to look for her. Most time me in the hospital because me have cancer, and me supposed to do a surgery, and my daughter is not here. Me a beg her to just come home because me miss her, and it has stressed me. Me already sick from cancer, but when me not see her, it make me sick more. She's my only child and my only little company, and me feel it bad because me can't hear nothing from her. And me want grow the little girl, you know, Thompson said between tears. Daniela, who hails from Crofts Hill, Clarendon, is of dark complexion, slim build, and approximately 5 feet tall. Thompson said the last time she saw the teenager was when she sent her to school at Claude McKay High on the morning of January 17. She just never returned home. She left home when she was 14 years old, and now she's 15, and me still can't see back my daughter. Me and her never have anything, you know. At school over the day, me start call her phone because me did want she come home early because a relative was coming to visit, and she never answer, Thompson said. Thompson said when she contacted Daniela's form teacher, she was told that the teenager did not attend the classes on that particular day. She said she immediately lodged a missing persons report at the Crofts Hill police station. We hear that she was in Douglas Castle with a man who is much older than her. Afterward, we hear that she in Salt Spring in Montego Bay. People say them see her on Facebook with the same man, but I don't see her. Me not get no help to find her, so me I beg Jamaica to just be on the lookout for her and send her come home if them see her. Oh no, please tell her to come home. Better glad if me see her, Thompson said. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Daniela Winter is being asked to contact the Crofts Hill police station at 876-966-7333 or the police emergency number 119. Ontario reviewing injury pay following appeal by Jamaican farm workers. The provincial government in Ontario, Canada, is reviewing how workplace safety claims filed by seasonal farm workers are handled following a years-long appeal by 4 Jamaican migrants who were permanently injured on the job. In a statement to CTV News Toronto, the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board confirmed that the 6-month review was launched on September 22. It will examine how seasonal agricultural worker program employee claims are distributed and for how long injured migrant workers can receive payments. The probe follows an appeal launched by the group of workers, all of whom were permanently injured in separate workplace incidents on Ontario farms between 2006 and 2017. They were told by the board that they were only entitled to loss of earnings benefits equal to 12 weeks or less after being sent back to Jamaica. In their appeal, the workers argued they were entitled to greater compensation as the toll of their injuries extends far past a 12-week timeline. The workers won their appeal. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.